this might even be the time. Oh, wait, what am I saying?
I have a I have a chapter wound, right?
Yeah, you do. I'm sorry. I am talking away like a RuneQuest game master again. Helma.
And we got the numbers wrong, right?
Yes.
Just to clarify, Max, did you spend trust in me? Because only that would make it add.
That's right. That's what I said.
Or did you say you aid me? Because that's important.
Wait. So wait, Max.
Let's take this. Let's take this once again.
Max, did you want to take the best of your 2 rolls, or did you want to add your roll to Helma's?
I was aiding, so I think I was.
That would be best of 2.
No.
Okay.
You letting the game terms are causing trouble.
Okay.
I just want Max to answer the mathematical question.
Yeah,
do you want your die to add to her die, or do you want to take the best of the 2 dice?
In my head, I was thinking adding, so we're gonna say adding, and then
right. That's what matters. So you have to
spend
a point
result
of trust.
Is a 4.
Right. You have to spend a point of trust to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll take away the trust. But do I take away a trust
from your
that I have
for Helma? You are spending one of the points that she gave you, basically.
Yeah.
You see,
so
the more trust
if you look at it, if you look at the column, I take away one that is store your trust.
No, Max, don't change the numbers in the circles.
No, okay.
Don't change the numbers in the circles.
Okay.
There is a little space after the second circle that says points.
Yeah.
You have, how many points does that circle have next to there? How much is in the circle? 2. You have 2 points right now of trust. Say the 2 points. Write a 2, cross it out, and write a 1.
Okay.
Right.
So there's a 1 there.
Yes. So the pool of trust that you are allowed to spend comes from the trust that person has given you.
Okay.
Right. So the more trust you give to somebody, the more they can help you. If they attack you, they can remove as much trust as they want as a penalty.
Okay.
So you can only ever just spend 1 to help, but you can spend as much as you want to betray them.
Okay.
Right. So every time you give someone trust, you're giving them the ability to help them, but you're also opening up the opportunity for them to screw you. Okay?
The chapter wound, does it take away 1?
That's -1 to your roll. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that means that you got you rolled a 2 and a 3, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so she rolled a 3, I rolled a 2, and it becomes -1, so it's 4.
Right. And so therefore, I see. Okay. What will happen then is that the foe will receive a chapter wound, but you will receive a flesh wound, Max. That will apply only to the next action.
Okay.
So you are hurt again a little bit in the sword fighting with this guy. You have been wounded a little bit, but it will only last for the next action that you take.
Okay.
Right. Is it only Max who gets wounded, or is it both?
It's what makes sense. In this case, it's what makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is so that character is still alive, and although he has defended himself successfully, and having heard what happened in the houses, realizes that he's all alone and he's wounded. If he gets a coordinated attack from all of you, then he's doomed.
I'd assume he goes and makes himself scarce, or tries to do that. Would it be me who narrates that?
No, you are not narrating his behavior.
Okay.
Right. Do you want to narrate anything about what just happened? Because we have not really had a good description yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, because I had to move, I basically didn't really concentrate on what I did. So when I shoot him, I don't really get where I wanted to. So I basically, he takes an arrow in his upper arm, in the right one.
Okay.
If I can choose.
Yeah, sure. It's good enough for a -1 for the rest of the chapter, so why not? Yes? Right. Okay, so
I was kind of trying to get the effect right.
Yeah. So what happens is that he is going to get to his horse and try to get away. So now I'm going to ask all 4 of you, what do you want to do now?
Shoot him with an arrow.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd rather not that he gets away.
I think we should shoot him
at
with
this point,
a couple of arrows.
Right. At the 2 of you, Max and Nathan's characters, are now available to do what you want. Do you
mean
want to
Ola
help?
and Nathan?
Yeah.
Do you want, everybody tell me what you are doing. Are you going to, don't try to think like a combat round in a traditional role-playing game. You can narrate so that your characters come in at different times and coordinate in a clever way. You can be a little more generalized or open about exactly how you want your action to work.
I'm seeing that we in an overly structured way. Like if this was a really nice plan falling into places, we stop in the most efficient way with arrows and cuts and whatever. So there's
right. So you're attempting to trap him in those areas with the 3 of you or the 2 of you on foot. I don't know if you're using arrows or not, but somebody's going in with a sword while the others are attacking with arrows. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I see it. I think we need to really end this. Right. He's not running from this because this will lead to more trouble. And I'm also a bit of this part of the rebellion for me.
Okay. So in that case, tell me exactly who the primary attackers will be, whether you want to operate in... do you want to attack in a coordinated way? And what I hear is yes. Do you want to spend any trust on anybody?
My character, I only want to my character, so I only want to use this best die because I have.
Die. And you will also be -2 on your die.
Yeah, okay. So that's probably why.
Right. Okay.
I want to spend trust on Ito-sama if that's as possible.
Sure. Same way that Max did. You come in and you spend some of the trust that you have associated, the points that you have associated with her name, just 1 point, and then you are going to add your die to hers. Nathan, how do you want to do this? Do you want to have your own attack, or do you want to... because the 3 of them are operating together, do you want to do the same? If you spend trust on Ito-sama, then she is going to get all 3 dice rolled added together.
I don't see no, I'm just going to add the best of mine.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. In that case, all of you roll 1 die. So Max, roll 2, 1 for Nathan.
Yeah, I have a 3 from me.
Okay,
and
so that's
Nathan,
plus.
I have a 2.
Okay, +1 to. Yes. Hold on. +1 to Helma. She rolled a 6, so she gets a 7. +6 gets a 13. Nathan, go ahead and roll and see if you can beat a 13.
This is Nathan.
Die.
This is Nathan.
That's
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Well, you did not beat the 13 with your 2, so we will ignore the 2. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. No. Just in case. So, in that case, Helma, you get to narrate again, you bloodthirsty beast.
This time I didn't have to reposition, so I'm just picking up an arrow and I'm taking my time this time.
Right.
And smack.
Right. So
you just see him tumble from the horse and the horse running.
And yes, and so that makes sense. The issue is that all of the others had, or the two others had used their swords to distract him again, and this time it works a lot better. Right. Okay. So
I think
Can I run after the horse?
I suppose so. Yeah, if you want to, it's not a big issue.
And take back the horse. I think if
you can... like the horse, okay, you may have a horse.
No, not like. I want to see if it has things and papers and
I know.
So it doesn't run away with information that we might need. Or
I see. Good point.
Or weapons or food.
Yeah. All of that is true.
Very, very, very. But to understand that the trust and spending trust on. That must have meant that what I was doing when I supported her, I kind of opened myself up to
yes,
attack.
You put yourself into risk at a charging samurai. I mean, you put yourself. You said you went up against him, and your swords. You exchanged sword cuts at each other, and we were able to stop him, so he did not run too far away from her bow shot.
Yeah.
So
yes. Okay, I'm just so every time we say yes to spending trust, that means so. What's the potential backside of doing that?
Can we? That's all available in the rules. We will talk about it. The potential bad side is that you are eligible for damage if your roll fails. Number one, but more importantly, which is what happened to Max. By putting himself into the fight like that, he was vulnerable to the negative effects of the roll. And so another issue too is, let's just not forget that when you give someone else trust, they are able to use it against you. You can find the rules for using trust in the book, both to help and not to help. You can use it for something else that we are not doing yet, because it's a more complicated and there's no reason to do it in the first chapter, which is to spend a point of trust when someone else succeeds and you have points by their name, then you can take away the narration rights from them and say it yourself. If there is something specific that you want to be involved in that outcome, you can make that happen by taking away their narration and saying what happens yourself. You still have to obey the rules for how it was resolved, but you can put in factors that are important to you.